Alright, what is up, guys? It is Brother Pyro. Sorry for the surprise in not hearing Sister Twisted's voice. Tiny Terror, Tiny Twisted, decided to arrive a little early. So she will be on hiatus, taking care of new baby. We wish her the best and eagerly await her return. But filling those shoes is none other than our very own lovely Hex.
I don't know if I can fill those shoes, but here I am.
You definitely got this. Hey, you've managed to fill my shoes in the past. You can definitely fill Twisted shoes without an issue.
For sure.
Today we cover NXT's Great American Bash. 4th of July tradition brought to you by the WWE. I'm very excited. Let's dive right in. Hex, why don't you start us off?
Alright, we're kicking it off with the NXT Women's North American title with Sol Ruca versus Izzi Dame, where I am the sole one rooting for Izzi, or at least predicting Izzi, whereas everyone else went Sol Ruca.
And I know we talked about it prior, but you want to fill the listeners in as to why you decided to be the odd woman out when normally that's Desario's job?
One word. Tatum. Tatum, man. I'm not sure that this third time around that Zarya's just gonna be able to scoop her and take her out.
I feel
without some distraction and some because as far as we know now, or as far as they know now, Izzi knows it's coming. It's twice now that Zarya has scooped her. Well, how do they could have a plan for this time around?
Yeah, but how well is your plan going to work when you are now in the ring focused on Sol Ruca? Because trust me, Sol Ruca's not one you want to take your eyes off of.
You're right.
If you watched SmackDown last night, solid main roster TV debut, by the way.
Yeah, I agree.
But she's definitely a sleeper. She's not Women's North American Champion for no reason. She's not Speed Champion for no reason. She didn't fall into the fatal 4-way tag match at Evolution by accident.
I know.
She is definitely up there. I'm really happy they finally have given her something tangible.
For sure.
In her career. I'm hoping to see this continue. Because she's a great young talent. She deserves this. Alright, going into match number 2, the young OG Je'Von Evans takes on Legends and Future Greats Season 1 winner Booker T's monster Jasper Troy. This coming from Jasper Troy calling his shot at Oba for the NXT title, to them, just straight up attacking each other, and Ava finally being like, look, I've had enough of it. Y'all are going to settle this in the ring at the Great American Bash, because I'm tired of y'all attacking each other. Going into these predictions, by the way, unlike, his female counterpart, Tyra May Steele, female winner of Season 1, Jasper's actually gravitated and integrated himself really well into that NXT roster.
Impressive. He's been
Whereas
impressive.
Tyra had her match, catering, and is now on Evolve, which is basically the LFG equivalent.
Should have been Xena.
It really should have been. I was so upset. I'm going to die on the hill that Season 1, the only Season 1, female winner should have been Xena Sterling. She's the only one that got anything done for Team Bubba. Mm-hmm. Think about it. His only, 4 points of the season came from her.
You know, me and Cauldron were very disappointed.
Oh, dude, I was so upset. Like, the guys, it would have made sense either way between Shiloh Hill and Jasper Troy. Xena was robbed immensely, and it does not sit well with me. But going into the predictions, myself, you, Cauldron, Ridicos, and Desario all go Jasper Troy, whereas Flash and his wife Twisted, because yes, I'm still able to get predictions, even though she's taking care of new baby, went with the young OG. No disrespect to Je'Von Evans, he is still really, really young.
That boy bouncy, he's so fun to watch.
Dude, he is immensely fun to watch. I will still never not appreciate his moment at Worlds Collide with at the end when Vikingo retained his title and he just showed up with all the babyface luchadors just so happy to be there. I was like, please never check. But no, he is still really, really young. He's got a promising future.
Absolutely.
But the trajectory that they have Jasper going on, you know they're getting ready to put the two who trains head-to-head, the two bulls, the two monsters that are Jasper and Oba, back in that ring. How do you set up that collision? You continue to build Jasper's credibility, and you let him start stacking wins. Because at that point, if you put him back with Oba after taking losses, it's not going to mean anything. Why should we care? Je'Von has the ability to bounce back. No pun intended.
That boy bouncy.
All right, go ahead and lead us into match number 3.
All right, this next one is NXT North American Championship match. The Falls Count Anywhere between Ethan Page and Ricky Saints. Boy, oh boy, this is going to be a match.
Do you know how we ended up with the Falls Count Anywhere stipulation?
I don't.
Okay,
I figured just as much to me as it was to you.
You're able to keep up a lot better because I typically work on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
And don't have direct access to the CW or anything, so I haven't really been able to.
I'm sure there was a mic spot that I just kind of missed in my noodle.
I know how we got the match itself.
Yes.
And how Ricky earned this opportunity. But the stipulation is what threw me off.
Yeah, no, I have no idea where the Falls Count Anywhere came from. I don't personally remember where it came from, so.
All right.
But for predictions, as far as they go, both me and Redicos went with Ethan Page, whereas everyone else went Ricky Saints. Why do you?
I mean, I went with a name to give a name. Honestly, I can see it really going either way. They've been able to best each other a lot lately, and their rivalry has been going really strong. I'm actually not disappointed.
I'm not completely.
I think I was talking to Twisted about it, and I know, I believe Desario put it in his reasonings. Whoever loses this match, especially with the rumor mill, is more than likely getting called up to join Seth Rollins' faction.
Oh.
The rumor mill is that WWE is currently debating on which one of the two. I can see it going either way and it working.
I personally, if that's what the rumor will and what it's actually going to go with, I'd say Ethan Page would be a better fit, more than likely.
And I was actually just talking to one of my buddies last weekend about this. And as much as as in the past as I would have agreed that Ethan Page probably has the most to gain from it, we were talking and he really did point out Ethan's character and his massive ego would clash with Seth so hard.
True.
If anybody's gonna have anything to gain from this, or have the most to gain from this, from being aligned with Seth and Heyman, it's gonna be Ricky.
Okay.
Which, I mean, again, I'm not mad about. All right, going into our next match, tag team, representing Fatal Influence, NXT Women's Champion Jacy Jane and Fallon Henley take on Jordynne Grace and the debuting Blake Monroe. And for those that don't know who Blake Monroe is, go back to AEW, because she was also known as Mariah May. She had some pretty solid battles with Toni Storm in that company.
Yeah, she was
Dude,
pretty much glamour back then too.
She was glamour then, she's glamour now.
It works for her.
It really does. I think this is probably the best way to get her feet wet in the company. Her first match, one being on a PLE, but two being in a tag team match. So that way you can really gauge where she's at in skill set compared to other companies. Mm-hmm. Like, you know. Because you definitely notice, like, when Jade jumped over, where she was versus where she is. You can tell how they ran things differently.
I look forward definitely to seeing what WWE does with Blake Monroe.
I do too. Dude, she is a star and the future of any women's division if given the right setup. And I think WWE is going to give her the right setup. All right, going into these predictions, it looks like Desario is the odd man out, picking Fatal Influence. His whole reasoning is that whoever loses today ends up picking up the dub tomorrow at Evolution. Personally, I think this is just the right way to build momentum going into Evolution and giving Jordynne Grace the title that she should already be holding.
See, I'm wondering if something's going to happen between Fatal Influence, because Jacy and Fallon have not necessarily, although they seem to be doing okay last time we saw them all together, there's some tension there.
And that doesn't surprise me.
Fallon feels, I'm sure, she should be the one holding the title, and Jacy has it. So I'm predicting some miscommunication here.
Ah, the Battle of Jealousy.
The Battle of Jealousy.
All right. There we go.
So, all right. Into the next one we have for the NXT title, Oba Femi versus Yoshiki Inamura. A complete slay where all of us went Oba.
Dude.
Personally, I'm not a big fan of Inamura.
Yeah.
I find him incredibly bland. I'm like, where the heck did this man come from?
No, honestly, the bits and pieces that there isn't much substance to him as a character. I can't disagree with you there. And it's funny because Twisted was telling me, as I was getting ready to set up here, she was like, you might hear Hex kind of rag on Dude a bit. She is not the biggest fan of him.
Oh, I'm not gonna drag him through the mud. I just find him bland and not very entertaining.
Like he's there really isn't much substance to him, and I really want there to be more, but he really isn't much without Josh Brooks. So how they thought it was a good idea for him to beat Jasper Troy to get this opportunity.
Yeah,
I feel like Oba's going to be right. Inamura, you're just not a worthy opponent. He said it to his face. That he doesn't find Inamura to be a worthy opponent.
I agree.
And I don't see why that's going to be any less true. Think of the competition that Oba has faced in his reign.
I would have much rather seen a run back of Briggs. And
he's taken on Trick Williams, former NXT champion. He's taken on Jasper Troy. Believe he's done Briggs and Je'Von Evans triple threat match. Like, there is a list of names that you know are championship material, are actually those big stars. Big star quality. And now we're settling here. Hell, Riley Osborne.
Oh man.
Dude, I was talking about this with Twisted. I'm sure you listened to one of the last episodes we did on NXT. I, at one point, was like, alright, Riley's just gonna get manhandled. And then watching the match, I'm like, this kid could actually win it.
Yeah.
Because, like, dude, Riley showed out, and was like, no wasted motions. Like, I want to see Riley back in this title picture at some point. Mm-hmm. He's proved that he's got future written all over him. But, alright, guys, that will close us out for Great American Bash. Enjoy the show, and we will see y'all later.
Bye.